Hello and welcome to episode number 33 of this playthrough of The Witness. We are in the caves that are underneath the mountain, and in our last episode we solved a bunch of puzzles in these wooden structures with these staircases, parts of the mine, or what looks like a mine. And today we are going into this area. Again, we have a split, although this might be a contained puzzle. Aha! And there we have our puzzle in the sky. I wonder which obelisk that goes to. Probably that is the one in the town. Although we are in the Tetris area, so maybe not the town. But I know I was missing one in the town, but it could also be the river obelisk. And it's not also in the reflection or something? Or this stream? There is a curve, but it doesn't really look like I can click there. Okay, let's have a look at what we have over here. So it looks like one start point, one end point. And this reminds me a lot of that puzzle we found in the very starting area in the castle. There was a stone pillar with a pattern with triangles on it that also went around like this. And we've also seen puzzles like this in the end game area at the bottom of the mountain, where we stepped outside, where the lady with her kid is in the kite, and the kite, I mean. I'm already doing something wrong. So this works, but when I go around, I can't go up, or the bottom triangle touches 3 sides, and that's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, this might be more difficult than I thought. Okay, what if I don't go there to start? Go here, and then I go left, as far as I can go. Could go left, but there is the end point already. Although this might work. I can already see a problem. How am I gonna touch this thing twice? Can go there, perhaps. That one I touched only once. This one I touched only once. This one I've not touched at all. And that is where we now have a problem. Because I can't go down here, I also can't do this one. So I must go down, but I've blocked myself off over here. So perhaps this little corner, if I can get that one. Oh, and I've already also made a mistake at the bottom here. This triangle is touched twice. Okay, so I see the problem. I can never cut through this if I'm coming from the bottom. Maybe if I cut a little earlier or later. Okay, let's stay at the bottom. So the one on the right I've now touched twice. Okay. This way all the ones at the bottom have been touched twice. And I can cut through, but I can't actually go right or left now, because having cut through, this one is already touched, the one left and right. So I need to go up further, at least one. Now, do I want to get closer? This already touches it twice, so that's not possible. What if I just go like this? No. Doing this screws me over for the one on the top. But I assume that's kind of the case for all of them. Although... Okay, 1, 2... twice. This one is touched just once, so I need to go down. Then this one is touched twice, and then yeah, this little damn it. How about going up? Did that do anything for me? So that one's been touched twice. Then this one is a problem. What if I go in between? Need to go down here. This one is touched twice, that one is touched twice. I think this might be it. Yeah, okay. Oof, that was a hard puzzle. What happened? Something rumbled. Oh, a door. Seems like a very random solution. The pattern that I took, or the path that I took. Anything hidden here? Yeah, so this is actually using that archway that we saw outside. Needed to click out. So we now have 2 paths. This looks like it might be a shortcut. Although no. That doesn't look like any place we've seen before. So I'm gonna go, I think, this way first. Let's keep looking for the audio logs as well. I think this will activate that elevator, so you can have a relink point. Sorry. And perhaps this is a door? Okay, couple of paths. We have a log.
Then the occupant of the first would shout to keep him clear. And if the other did not hear it the first time, nor even when called 3 times, bad language would inevitably follow. In the first case, there was no anger, and in the second, there was. Because in the first case, the boat was empty, and in the second, it was occupied. And so it is with man. If he could only roam empty through life, who would be able to injure him? Shuangsu, 4th century BC.
So, how did it go?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Wait, what?
No, it's not. It's normal for me. I never remember my dreams. If I try right when I wake up, I can just barely remember fragments. Later in the day, even 20 minutes later, those fragments are gone. Unless I wrote them down. And if I read them later, it's like these are ramblings of a crazy person.
Yeah, but then how do we know there aren't any side effects? I mean, do you remember everything else about your life?
It's fine. I mean, we're just doing suppression, not lobotomies. I mean, everything is still there. In dreams, we often take on personalities that are a little different. We forget details of our waking life and remember fictions in their place. How does that happen? Well, we're just using the same pathways. That's fine. But really, how should I know if something's missing? If you forget a few random little things, how would you remember that you forgot? Nothing big is missing. I don't think. Wait, who are you again?
Oh, God. Why did we let you go first?
First hasn't happened yet. I was just dipping my toes into the pool. Real first happens when someone dives right in and gets to decide for themselves when to come out. Who's that gonna be? You?
I long for the days when we weren't sure we'd be doing anything this scary.
It'll be fine. It's not scary. It'll be fun.
So fun you don't even remember?
Okay, no. Shoo. I want to re-record this one before I go home. I have some new ideas about it.
What? Because of the test?
Yes. Because of the test. Possibly.
I thought you didn't remember anything. Interesting.
Yeah. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
What a strange conversation. What is that test that they are talking about? A dream test? Maybe about how much you remember of a dream? Aha! I also know where this door is. Yeah, that's the little cave where I saw. So we have a waterfall here. And I saw this water running there. I could go to this door, see this underground blue light. And now we're on the other side. So that's 2 openings to the swamp area now. Or rather the swamp Tetris area. Let's see. So it looks like we can either go down or we can go up. This is down because we end at the lowest end point probably. But I assume this just functions as a reset, and that here we can call the lift. So that's where it is now, but I just wanted to solve the panel. I don't know if it counts towards solved puzzles or not, but I'll do it anyway. And then now I want to go up. Oh, this way. So we've done all those down below systematically. So I think it's just one path that is now left open to us. And then here, let's call it to the top, where it is now, but panel solved. How many panels are we at right now? Okay, so it looks like that puzzle that I found in the cloud might have been an actual last puzzle on an obelisk, because now this one says +5, and here this thingy, I can see that I was, or this safe, I was already in the caves. That was the puzzles that I was doing not too long ago. So that, having found that one environment puzzle, has also completed an obelisk. 495. So there is about 30 puzzles left to go. Now, I think I'm pretty close to the river obelisk. Okay, this one goes back that way. I think I might have wanted to take the other path that we opened down here. I'm just gonna sprint to the river obelisk, see if that was the one that completed. So it should be up here on the path. Yeah, okay. Wonder, was it this one? So these 3 that we have here, those were the ones on the middle floor of the mountain when we were going down, drawing those paths from the bottom. And then I assume this was that last puzzle that we solved. Or this one. Yeah, might have been this one as well. Because it went up, down. But anyway, that leaves only one obelisk left, and that is the one in the town. But I think we'll eventually get back there, because we still have 2 cinema puzzles or cinema recordings that we are missing. Okay, lost my way for a second there. I was looking for the wooden path. Okay, so that's good progress. Not up. This way. Could have maybe gone to check on the lake how many recordings were missing. But I'll do that later. Okay. We have more splits. But I feel like I went the wrong way. Yeah. This is the way I wanted to go. Okay, now we are combining stars with the Tetris pieces. So it feels to me like I need to combine all of the Tetris pieces together, and I think I can do these in a 2x8 grid, and then have this one at the bottom, although then, no, this one is not included then. Huh. Ooh, this is tricky. Very tricky. Feel like I'm on the right track, but I don't quite have it. That would have been a bit too easy. Although the idea might be good. Yeah. The idea was there. I just had to find a way to cut this one off, and I couldn't do that if my end point was in the middle of this corner. The part that I cut off had to be the one with the star in it. Ooh. That's a beautiful visual. Makes me want to whisper almost. Looks like we have a box in there. Maybe that's one of the cinema puzzles. Okay, let me go back to the start of the room here. So we have these pillars that are all around. Do they signify anything? Oh, there's water. Oh, humming when I go there. Ah, there's the panels. Okay. I was thinking that this room had nothing in it except for this weird thing, this monument. Let's see. Oh. What? These are puzzles that are unsolvable. You can't even start them. We have to start with the left one. See, here you have a node that has 4 paths, 4 vertices leading out of it, and you can never go in and out twice. So this is a puzzle that cannot be solved unless you can intersect paths. And here as well, you can cut this off, but there is no way to ever get back to the left side to cut this one off as well. And then here on the left, if this one is not slanted, so not angled, it means it has to be in this orientation. And that means that it has to be here, and this one has to be here. And then you have the same problem that you have 2 nodes that need to have 4 vertices pointing into it. Or 4 paths. So how do you solve puzzles that cannot be solved? Huh. That's very odd. And also you cannot activate them because the circle is not fully gray and you need a full circle to start it. So maybe it's indicating that you cannot even start them. Looks like we are on a grid and we have all these panels that are here which could contain a puzzle. And I'm assuming there's only one that has a puzzle, and it's a matter of finding it. Let's check the outside edges first. Okay, these are the last 2. So all of the outside edges have now been eliminated. Let's go this path and check the side paths on the right as well. Okay. Then left side and the second row. So this is maybe a little bit dizzying to you. This is the last row that we have. Only side we haven't checked is this side, the left. Please let there be a puzzle or something. Really, nothing. Can't be nothing, right? Having 2 rooms with puzzles that I can't solve. Or not even finding a puzzle, I should say. Are there cables running to it? There is this cable, which goes to this splitter from the 3 panels that also goes to this splitter, activates these 3, then the cable runs down. And we have those same unsolvable puzzles. So perhaps that's hinting to us that it's still the right or the same track of reasoning that we're on. I hope, at least, that that's what it means. Where did the cable go? Can't step further back. Okay, so we have cave that runs deeper and a cable there, but let me check up here first. It's a little bit confusing with the reflection as well, to find what's going on. Okay, so here our cable comes out of the rock and seems to run further down. And I can also step underneath here, or is this where I already went? I think I already went here. Now this edge is suspiciously round, isn't it? I don't know if I'm still missing a puzzle, but I feel like I might be in the town or something. Yeah, and then this is quite round as well. Maybe I'm just paranoid. But paranoia is the name of the game. There's a speaker. Okay. Let me screenshot this. I don't immediately see a solution, if it is a puzzle. First, I'd have to know if I'm actually still missing something, I think. Okay, we have a box with a panel on top. I have a feeling... Oh! This definitely is one. So the only obelisk left is the town obelisk. So I wonder where we are then. We've walked away, quite away from the mountain now, because we keep on heading farther and deeper into these caves. We have a turning table with speakers. And this seems like it... Oh, I was gonna say might be a dead end, but nope. Okay, so that seems like it's something to activate. Then where is that place above? Have I been there? I don't remember lights like that. Let me just check out what is this way. And be on the lookout for recordings. This climbs quite steep. Now this would be a good way to hide a recording, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm above the cinema. I recognize the plants behind the door. Okay. Going right is not an option because at some point I need to cut to the top, and that would mean I create a corner that at least one of these then touches two sides. So I need to go like this. Maybe they would put a recording on top of one of these panels. And now we also see that there is a kind of path here. Going there. Oh, it even jumps me a little bit if I'm here and I click. It jumps me to the right spot. But it looks like we need to play a video because the circle is not complete. Can I activate from here? Not really. And I also wonder if there's a second one, because here you also see a couple of hanging vines. Now that one is clear. Was this? Yeah, this was the end point. But I don't know how many I'm still missing on the obelisk. So I'll go back to that turning table maybe in the next episode, because that seems like something with all those panels that are black, seems like something that will take a while to solve. I just want to see where this here leads. Okay, let's follow it. I think this might be under the town, and we also have a recording.
The concept of a clock enfolds all succession in time. In the concept, the 6th hour is not earlier than the 7th or 8th, although the clock never strikes the hour, save when the concept biddeth. Nicholas of Cusa, 1450.
That's mine, you know.
Yeah. Well, I have some ideas about it, and I just wanted to give it a try. See how it goes?
Next thing I know, you'll be taking over all the Kuza pieces. What kind of ideas?
I don't know. Subconscious drives, right? Like, with anything creative.
Did you feel this way before your trip to the island, or after?
Island.
Well, I think after. Yeah, mostly after. I had a seed of it before, even back when I first heard the piece, when you first picked it out. But I didn't really notice then. Now it's like the princess and the pea. I don't mean to be stepping on your toes, though. Really, the drive is personal. I wanted to record this one so I can hear it the way I want to hear it. Just to set something right for myself.
Okay. I'm gonna file this under the category of good problems to have. Your attitude to the piece changed or clarified, I guess, maybe based on the trip. Hey, that means it's working. I mean, something's working, right? Maybe. Back when we started, I would have counted us lucky to ever get this far.
But here we are.
What?
Here we are. Record away, and I will take my leave, thanking you for this opportunity to introspect on my aversive feelings.
You're welcome.
Okay, so they're talking about a trip to the island, having resolved some personal feelings or helped with some personal feelings. I wonder if they're talking about the island that we are on. It's becoming very, very meta. Like them talking about choosing the recordings. It's almost like it's not the developers, but people who experienced the island came back, looked at things differently, and then wanted to explain it to other people. So I'm a bit confused why the previous one was incorrect. Because corners don't count, right? Ah, maybe here. The last one. Yeah. Yeah. This is where I am now. In the town. This door was still locked. Now I think I know which piece they want me to play in the cinema. There's only one with colored orbs that I've seen so far. It might be in a recording that I've not seen. So I wonder, was there a recording here? I think I found all of them outside of the mountain. So I think it's the very, very first of the recordings that we've played. Now I hope we can get back to that other place quick enough. Oop. Okay, something I was also thinking is that maybe these also count as panels that you have to solve. Let's see. 132. $132 still. $132. Okay.
By a backhand and upside down.
So I think it's this one. Let's print back, because I don't know how much time I have. I think it is when he opens the book to the artworks. There were 2 circles on it. This way.
Whether they were craftsmen or kings. Today, the people who make things change, the people who have that knowledge,
So when this lines
are
up.
the scientists and the technologists who are the true driving force of humanity. Second-hand views of the world, made third-hand by your interpretation of them.
Here somewhere.
Things like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to this.
I was curious why that other orb was there, or other circle.
Or geranium. Or you. This stuff's easier to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people in it. This scientific knowledge is hard to take.
pretty close to the obelisk, so I'm gonna have a look. I know there's one more puzzle in the cinema, at least. But I need to find the other recordings first to solve those. Okay, yeah, this was the one in the cave that I had been, like, I've run around that peninsula, like also upstream for at least, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour trying to find this one, but it was underground. This one is at the start of the game. And then this one, I think, is the cinema puzzle with the recording that I'm missing. So it's just 2 more in order to find all of the puzzles for the obelisk. Let's head back down here. There was still one path open. Or one path left to take, I mean, and that's this way. Okay, let's go slow. See if there are recordings along the way. Ah, now we're on the top path here. So I'm gonna take my time so that I can look around if there are any recordings lying on these sides. Okay. This seems very easy to open. So this is a shortcut again to the cinema now. So that was the windmill. Then there is the cinema. And here we have another recording.
I thought my voyage had
And a
come
box.
to its end, at the last limit of my power, that the path before me was closed, provisions exhausted, and the time come to take shelter in silent obscurity. But I find that thy will knows no end in me, and when words die out on the tongue, new melodies break forth from the heart, and where old tracks are lost, new country is revealed with its wonders.
Okay. Not what I was expecting. Whenever we opened boxes like this, we always found those puzzles with the hexagons for the cinema. And we have here a triangle puzzle. This reminds me of something. It's almost like the panel at the very start of the game. Because right now I'm in territory that I've never done before. When I played the first time, I didn't get to go into this underground cave system. I got to the bottom of the mountain where you have those pillar puzzles, and then I stepped onto the elevator and the game resets, and I didn't feel like doing everything all over again, but I hadn't 100%ed the game by far. I was still missing like 200 panels or something. So this, it looks like that thing or the puzzle at the gate at the start. So maybe there is a solution that you can enter in there. How would you do that? This one you need to surround at least 3 times. Could be go here. Then you have this 2 times and this 1. That may be something to try. Okay, so we open the door down there. Then there's also here, and I think this leads us to the desert. But this is behind the elevator there. Yeah. That's the elevator with the laser. So I think we followed all of the paths. What to do? Okay, I'm going to end the episode here probably and do that thing with the turning table in the next episode. That seems like there were still a lot of puzzles to go. And then afterwards I'll try and see if I can get to the endings. Or ending. Although I believe there's multiple that you can do. So I'll do this in the next episode when I can start fresh. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode where we'll be tackling these puzzles that are left in the cave.